What is up, everybody? I finally got around to watching Heat for the second time. I watched it a couple years ago, and I kept seeing videos on YouTube a couple months ago about the movie, and I really wanted to watch it again because I remember really liking it. And it's one of those odd movies. I really liked it, but a couple years go by, and I just completely forget what happens in the movie. So I was really excited to watch it again. Shout out to Jeff from Films at Home. If you don't follow his channel and you like physical media, you should. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have probably grabbed this because this was $8 on Amazon. The 4K transfer is very, very disappointing. I'll get to that in a bit. But for $8, it didn't really strike me why it was so cheap. I was like, oh, maybe it's just a sale, blah, blah, blah. But no, it's at the end of the day, it's because the transfer is not that good. So I bought it, watched the movie again, and even though the transfer is not that great, the movie itself is pretty fantastic. I will start off with the 4K stuff just to get the negatives out of the way, and then we'll talk about the movie a bit. But before we even talk about the 4K stuff, like the actual transfer itself, I just want to say, man, this is a big missed opportunity. It's really unfortunate. This is probably the worst 4K transfer I have in my collection with Terminator 2. I think both of them are great movies, but the transfers just suck. Just to get into it, it doesn't provide anything really. I was kind of stoned when I was watching this, and when I started the movie, the 20th Century Fox or the Fox Pictures whatever logo looked better than some of the movie did. Like the frame rate and the colors and how clear it was. I was not anticipating this to not be good. I thought it was gonna be really good, so I was really disappointed. The colors don't really pop. It really does look like the Blu-ray, but like I said, I was kind of stoned, and I thought I put the Blu-ray disc in, and I double checked, and I was like, no, I put the 4K disc in, and then the 4K disc froze, and it started skipping. There's no scratches on it. There's nothing wrong with my DVD player. And it froze like 3 times. I got fed up with it, and I popped the Blu-ray in. And I don't know if I was tripping balls or anything, but the actual Blu-ray disc actually looked a bit better than the 4K disc. If I spent $50 like I usually do for a 4K movie, if I bought this for $50, I would have been livid. But it was $8, so I guess I got an $8 Blu-ray. I'm not even gonna bother watching the 4K. The Blu-ray actually looked a bit more clean. It was really weird. There's no Dolby Vision. There's no Dolby Atmos. There's Dolby Audio, which is like the basic Blu-ray shit. Yeah, there's good special features on here. It says 4K resolution, high dynamic range, wider color spectrum, and it's the director's cut with an extra 20 minutes, which I didn't really remember watching this movie the first time, so those extra 20 minutes just felt natural to the movie for me. All in all, this is a bad transfer. It's really disappointing because the action scenes, just watching them normally, are really good, and I thought it would have looked even better on 4K. There's a lot of, like, this movie is shot really well, but I thought the 4K would have really helped and just taken it to the next level, but that did not happen. All in all, just buy the Blu-ray, or if you want to buy the 4K, you can get the Blu-ray with it, just so you can get, I don't know, the slipcover that it comes in, which is pretty cool, but I don't know if the Blu-ray has that or not. So yeah, long story short, just go with the Blu-ray. 4K isn't worth it if they start charging more for it. Thank God. Thank you, Jeff. $8. Pretty good deal for a Blu-ray in the both of them. But the 4K disc doesn't work. Talk about the movie. Like I said, shot really, really well. I think this is the only Michael Mann film I have seen, but obviously Al Pacino is iconic for Scarface, but he fucking kills it in this movie. I was never a huge Al Pacino guy. Same as Robert De Niro. I always respected what they did for the industry, but I was never like a die-hard fan. I would not watch a movie with them in. If you asked me to watch a movie with them in, I definitely would. There's just not like some of my favorite actors. Don't get me wrong, they are legends, but I don't know. They're just not up there for me personally. I haven't seen enough of their movies. I've only seen Scarface like once. I've seen a couple of Robert De Niro movies, but I've seen Al Pacino in Scarface, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, a couple other minor roles. But here, he's fucking awesome. The chemistry with him and Robert De Niro just makes this movie. Every scene with them is great. There's a lot of build up to them, like not even seeing each other, and then when they finally meet each other and have a sit down, it's really intense. The dialogue in this movie is great. The action scenes are great. They're very, very well shot. Val Kilmer's in this. The only complaint I have about this movie is his character arc. I wish we got a bit more explanation. I think he kind of figured out that his wife was in witness protection and she was going to turn on him, so he drove off. But at the end of the day, I guess he's the only one that gets away. Really good acting, just from everybody. If I had to pick a favorite, I gotta be honest, I'm stuck between all three of them. All three of them killed it, but I think Al Pacino, because obviously I feel like he got the most screen time out of De Niro. They both have love interests. It does feel like they have the same amount, but I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like Al Pacino's in it a bit more, dude. So yeah, Val Kilmer did a great job, so no hate on him. It's just a really good bank robbery movie. The only other complaint I have is the bank robbery, like the third act. Like they're building it up so well. They got do all these planning, and then it's entertaining. It's not boring whatsoever. There's nothing about this movie that's boring. It just didn't last that long, and I kind of just wanted a bit more. I think the town with Ben Affleck was a lot better when it came to the bank robbery stuff. I think the story in here, other than that, is really good because there's like other stuff that connects to it. But I mostly just really enjoyed the characters. The bank robbery thing was really cool, but I've seen it done better. But you got to think this movie came out way back. Still entertaining as fuck though. Still really good bank robbery scenes. Some of the best you'll see, especially when it comes to the cinematography, especially. Yeah, if you want to pick this movie up, just buy the Blu-ray. Like I said 10 times before. I think it is worth the $8. It's a very entertaining movie. Top-notch acting from everyone. No one feels like they don't want to be in the movie. There's no bad editing whatsoever. Everything is just the production value and everything. The way the guns look. And that's what I love about the bank robbery scenes in this. Specifically, they do feel very realistic. I just wish they lasted a bit longer. They felt very short to me. But yeah, very violent and just shit I was very surprised by. There was nothing in this movie that I remembered, so it was kind of like watching it for the first time. I didn't know who was going to die. Had no idea. It's a 3-hour movie. Well, the director's cut is, and it flew by. Didn't feel like 3 hours to me. Really, really good pacing all around. A great movie. I would give it probably like a 9 out of 10. I don't know if I'd call it a masterpiece, but I definitely think it is unique. The style is unique. And I really, really appreciate Michael Mann's approach to filmmaking. If there's any other movies that he has made that I have not seen that you guys know of, let me know. And tomorrow I'll be dropping a review for Zack Snyder's Justice League on 4K. please check it out if you get the chance. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a great night.